Final whistle has gone at Ewood Park, and Rovers are licking their wounds a little bit as the Foxes came to bloody town. That's right, 4-1 win for Leicester today. Not good, not what the doctor ordered at all, of course. Despite an early fucking lead, what's going off? We have got all the fucking bells and whistles going off. 4-1 it was in the end. Woot face. Sideshow Bob to you and I, getting the early goal from a corner, bullet header in the back there, kind of unmarked, a little bit too easy for that. However, we were right back in it. Sammy Smodic getting his sixth goal of the campaign. That's a good start for, of course, our main goal threat. So good goal, good equaliser. That's on Twitter if you want to have a look at it before I have to remove it. And then, of course, it's like, what is it? It's like waking up in the morning, this one. Jamie Vardy scoring at Ewood once again. He loves to do it, keeps on doing it, and he did it again. I don't know how many goals he's done it against us at our turf, but 2-1 it was there at half-time. You know what? I was happy with that. I was content. I thought we could get back into it, and the signs were there that we could. However, shit happens. Shit hit the fan. Especially for our defence, and in particular our goalkeeper. That's right, with Pears take it out or colliding with Vardy. Of course, defending another opportunity for the visitors. And in that motion, get himself injured, of course, wiping himself out, breaking and what appears to might be a broken toe or a metatarsal or something like that. He had to be replaced. Up stepped Leo Walstar, of course. I was excited. I was thrilled. I thought, you know what? This is it. This is his moment to shine. But that, of course, was not the case. As a calamity at the box and another set piece. Vestergaard, I believe, was pulled by. Don't want to blame anybody, but Hayden Carter yanking the man down. And, of course, Kelchi Ichinachi up against Walstar. A chance for him to be a hero. Walstar, that is. But unfortunately, Kelchi puts it in the back of the net, and that's 3-1. Game over. Despite Rovers trying to carve some opportunities, there were some chances. Travis Smodic, Mackandé, there was a few handful of chances there. And I believe, to be honest with you, I think a 2-2 would have been fair. But no, Leicester City would have more salt rubbing in our wounds a little bit, as Kieran Dewsbury Hall, who's been scoring goals, and of course is one of the main threats at the minute for Leicester, getting on the score sheet himself on the 88th minute. Wallstadt really did a shit job there. So to pick it 4 and that's it, game over. No real threat from Rovers, and to be honest with you, it was on the cards. It was always on the cards. Of course, I was one of those limited few that expected Rovers to get anything out of the game. And I also predicted a win. Yes, I did. I'll take that. I'll take it. Yes, I'll bite the lemon on that one. And I got it completely wrong. Yep. But to be honest with you, let's be completely brutally honest with you. I'm taking off my blue and white tinted glasses. I think Rovers had something in this game. They were equal to Leicester. I think they played the better football. And put the glasses back on because I can't see. I think we played the better football. But on the flip side, I'll tell you about Leicester. They didn't really get out of second gear. They weren't really forced to really get creative or change up their style. And that's the thing. That's the beauty for Leicester at the minute. They can win games dirty, or not dirty, but they can win games ugly. It was an ugly performance. The 4-1 scoreline does flatter them tremendously. But they really didn't have to get out of gear, and I'm sure the Leicester that we saw against Southampton and stuff like that, that's the true Leicester. We didn't really see it today, so that's a compliment. I want Leicester City fans to take that as a compliment. You won this without being that good today. You're a little bit rusty, a little bit behind the par, but you still got the goals. On the flip side, that doesn't look good for Rovers. Leicester being a bit average today, scoring 4 goals, has question marks to be said for our defence. I think when we're in possession, I think we're a good team. We can create chances without Smodic, though. Smodic has taken the mantle of the Dak, the mantle of the Diaz at the minute. If he's not scoring goals, who is? There was a couple of opportunities where I think a Rovers player should have pulled the trigger, but they went that extra step. They went that extra step to get it to Smodic, to get it to a little bit closer, to get in the back of that. I think that was our downfall there, where we really need to go for goal. And on the flip side, a big shout out to Moran. Of course, the Brighton midfielder got a couple of goals in the Cardiff game midweek. He has added a little bit of spice to our midfield and added a bit more belief that he should, or the confidence factor for midfield and shooting from range. We need more of that. We need the Travises to step up, the Whartons to step up, to have a go. Have a bloody go from range. to try and at least test the goalkeeper for the second balls for Smodic or a Siggy or a McInday or whoever's in the supporting line to come in and finish it. But 4-1 it was in the end. Game over. The stats, of course, go. We're looking at possession. Goes in favour of Leicester. They edged it there. But we had 15 shots. And that's the thing. We had the shots. A lot of them. And, of course, we'll look at the stats in the review. We're probably from Smodic, I think. Telalovic is not getting any minutes. I think he's got a lot of work to do to get over the line. But it's not great for Rovers. And what else is not great is the situation in the table. We're down to 18th. We're languishing down there with Middlesbrough and Watford in the minute. But let's calm ourselves down. Calm ourselves. It is a very, very tight middle of the pack. A win for us in our next game. And that is a tall order, a big ask. Which we could shoot us up to 8th. So yes, we're down there 18th. Goal difference doesn't help us any factor whatsoever. We've got one of the worst goal differences at the minute. In fact, the worst goal difference alongside Southampton. So we're in good company there. But let's bounce back. Of course, well, let's try and focus on Wednesday. Try and get something out of that result. And then, of course, go to London where we take on QPR. Big old week for Rovers. And, of course, a big results needed for JDT and the Rovers. But I don't know when the next win's going to come. It's been a tough old slog. But we've now crept into a new month of October. Hopefully, besides this one, the next can be a bit more positive. That's it. 4-1 win. That's my instant reaction. We'll be back, of course, with a review and maybe a vlog and all that kind of stuff later on. Until then, we're done.